All right, White's faithful. Gather around because what I'm about to tell you will either break your heart or make you want to punch a wall. Maybe both. Our beloved Leeds United is sitting in a nightmare that's getting worse by the day, and the three bombshells I'm about to drop on you will explain exactly why we're staring down the barrel of another relegation disaster. You think you've seen it all as a United fan? Think again. We've got a striker who can't hit water if he fell out of a boat, a goalkeeper making our coaching staff lose their minds, and a defender who's literally kicking away our Premier League survival with chances that my gran could have buried. The stats don't lie, and neither do the cameras that caught our own staff going absolutely mental in the press box. But here's what's really going to get your blood boiling. This isn't just bad luck anymore. This is a systematic breakdown that's threatening everything we've worked for. Since returning to the top flight, Daniel Farke might be running out of time. And the evidence is right there in black and white, captured in the most damning statistics you'll see this season. The truth is, we're watching our Premier League dream crumble in real time, and the worst part, it's completely self-inflicted. Every missed chance, every defensive howler, every moment of individual madness is pushing us closer to championship football. The pressure is mounting, the fans are getting restless, and time is running out faster than you can say marching on together. So buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the three shocking revelations that could determine whether we're playing Premier League football next season or packing our bags for another championship campaign. Trust me, by the end of this, you'll understand why panic stations are already sounding at Elland Road. Ready? Let's start with the numbers that will make you absolutely sick to your stomach. The worst in the entire Premier League. Our finishing is absolutely criminal, remember? When I teased you about those sickening statistics, well, here's the nuclear bomb that should have every single Leeds fan demanding answers. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, our supposed Premier League quality striker, has helped make us the most wasteful team in the entire division, and I'm not exaggerating one bit. The numbers are so bad they're almost laughable if they weren't destroying our season. Leeds United have created 17 big chances this season, which actually puts us 8th in the league for chance creation. Sounds good, right? Wrong. We've only scored 3 of those chances. That's a conversion rate of just 17.65%, making us officially the worst finishers in the Premier League. To put that in perspective, even relegation rivals West Ham and Nottingham Forest are doing better than us at 20% and 21.43% respectively. Dominic Calvert-Lewin alone has missed 5 big chances, putting him 3rd in the entire league for wastefulness. This is a striker we brought in to solve our goal problems, and he's become the poster boy for everything wrong with our attack. Brendan Aronson had the chance of the game against Burnley, and somehow managed to miss it completely. The American international, who should be tearing up this league with his pace and technical ability, looked like he'd never seen a football before when that golden opportunity fell to him. Lucas Mecha is struggling to make any meaningful impact, and even his penalty against Everton seems like a distant memory now. The pattern is clear as day. We're creating the chances. We're getting into the right positions, but when it matters most, we're choking harder than a Sunday League team. Daniel Farke himself admitted after the Burnley disaster that when you miss this many clear chances, you have to be perfect in defense. Guess what? We're not perfect anywhere, and that's exactly why we're in this relegation mess. What makes it even more infuriating is that we're not even struggling to create opportunities. We're 8th in the lead for big chances created, which means our build-up play, our movement, our creativity is actually working. But the moment the ball needs to hit the back of the net, everything falls apart like a house of cards. If you think missing chances is our only problem, wait until you hear what happened in our own technical area. Absolute meltdown in the press box. Our own staff can't handle the madness. You want to know how bad things have gotten? Our own coaching staff are literally losing their minds watching this team, and it was all caught on camera at Turf Moor. The moment that perfectly sums up our season came when Karl Darlow, our goalkeeper who shouldn't even be starting, made such a catastrophic mistake that a Leeds analyst completely lost it. Moments before Burnley's opening goal, Karl Darlow gave away a throw-in while trying to play out from the back and sitting in the press box. One of our analysts smashed his desk in pure fury. Think about that for a second. Our own technical staff are so frustrated with what they're seeing that they're having public meltdowns. Karl Darlow completed just 60% of his passes against Burnley and only found a teammate with 2 of his 11 long balls. This is supposed to be a Premier League goalkeeper. The 35-year-old Welsh international has been a disaster waiting to happen, and our coaching staff know it. They can see the mistakes coming before they happen, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. Lucas Perry was supposed to return for this game, but was ruled out again, leaving us stuck with Darlow and his nervous breakdowns with the ball at his feet. The Brazilian hasn't exactly set the world alight either, with a save percentage of just 37.5% and a goals prevented stat of -1.99, which means he's actually making situations worse, not better. The fact that our own analysts are having public meltdowns tells you everything about the mental state of this club right now. Everyone can see the problems. Everyone knows what needs fixing, but nobody seems capable of actually fixing it. This isn't just about individual errors anymore. This is about a complete breakdown in confidence and composure throughout the entire organization. When your technical staff are so wound up that they're smashing furniture in the press box, you know the pressure has reached breaking point. These are professionals who've seen it all, who've analyzed thousands of games, and even they can't contain their frustration with what they're witnessing. The worst part, Darlow's mistake directly led to Burnley's opener, proving that our analysts' fears were completely justified. And if you think that's the most frustrating moment of our season, wait until you see what our £5 million defender did from 2 yards out. That could literally send us crashing back to the championship. The miss that could send us down. Bogle's nightmare from 2 yards, here it is. The moment that could define our entire season and potentially send us crashing back to the championship. Jayden Bogle, our £5 million signing from Sheffield United, had the easiest chance you'll ever see in professional football on 71 minutes against Burnley. From barely 2 yards out. With the goal gaping, he somehow managed to put the ball over the bar. Let that sink in for a moment. 2 yards. I've seen better finishing in the car park after a few pints. This wasn't some half chance or deflected effort. This was a gift-trapped opportunity to get us back into the game, and Bogle threw it away like he was scared of scoring. The worst part, this is becoming a trend that could genuinely send us down. When you've got right backs missing sitters and strikers like Calvert-Lewin, who can't hit a barn door, you've got the recipe for relegation disaster. If this wasteful attitude spreads through the squad, and it's already happening, we're absolutely doomed. Noah Okafor was missing against Burnley, and his absence was painfully obvious. The Swiss winger has been our only reliable goal threat with 2 goals in for Premier League starts. But without him, we look completely toothless. Jack Harrison, Brendan Aronson, and Calvert-Lewin simply aren't good enough for this level. And performances like Burnley prove it beyond any doubt. Daniel Farke is sleepwalking toward the sack, and performances like this are exactly why. We dominated Burnley in every attacking metric. More possession, more chances, better expected goals with 2.36 xG, but lost to 2-0 because we can't finish our dinner, let alone our chances. The German manager admitted his frustration after the game, but frustration won't keep us in the Premier League. What makes Bogle's miss even more criminal is the timing. At 2-0 down with 20 minutes left, that goal could have sparked a comeback. Could have given us the momentum to salvage something from the game. Instead, it summed up everything. That's wrong with this squad. No composure, no clinical edge, no killer instinct when it matters most. The brutal reality is that Bogle isn't even a striker. He's a right back. But when your actual forwards can't find the net, you're relying on defenders to bail you out. And that's never a recipe for Premier League survival. This miss will haunt him. It will haunt us all if we go down by a single point come May. So here's the question that every Leeds fan needs to ask themselves. Are we watching the slow-motion destruction of everything we've built since returning to the Premier League? Can Farke turn this around before it's too late? Or are we all ready to deepen the hole to climb out? With West Ham coming to Elland Road next week and a brutal fixture list ahead, featuring the league's biggest teams, time is running out faster than a Bogle shot flying over the bar. What do you think? White's faithful. Are we going down? Or can this team find the clinical edge that's been missing all season? Drop your thoughts below, because we need all the support we can get right now.